We know that emotional numbness is a big component to feeling depressed and to struggling with thoughts of suicide and deepening depression. But long before numbness happens, we get this feeling of meh, like you're indifferent to life. You just feel blah. It's not that you're really numb. It's just that there's no effort. It's total like blank. This feeling is emotional flatness, and emotional flatness usually signifies something else going down. But if you don't pay attention to it, then it oftentimes will turn into something more significant, like true emotional numbness. I want to run through some things that I think will help you minimize this place, because although it isn't abnormal, it isn't normal if it extends more than 2 weeks, I would say. When you see it, if you're not scared of it, if rather you enter it as a time of curiosity, of feeling that space where you're going to explore deeper, it can actually help you. So the first thing is, when you feel this, move your body. The mind follows the body, and this indifference or meh or blah is oftentimes because you're sitting too much. You need to move the body so the body can set a rhythm for the mind to start untangling. Think of it as a big ball of string. When you start moving, slowly it begins unraveling. That's what you need to do for your mind. Secondly, it's important to be loving with your thoughts, but yet firm. What do I mean by that? By that I mean, if you can see that your thoughts are taking you down a rabbit hole, they're becoming ruminating and they're going on and on, you don't want to accept that. It's much better to remember think of you as a child, and begin encouraging yourself with little thoughts. Begin reminding yourself how far you've come, how interesting it is that you've done certain things in your past. You're going to start making a space for those feelings to come out, because many times emotional flatness is caused by something we're disappointed within ourselves, and we can't quite grab it. It's somewhere buried deep inside, and we need to get at it. Thirdly, it's important to feed your body with care and love. I know that we oftentimes, when we feel flat or we feel bad or awkward, we use our vices. We drink more, we eat more, we smoke more. Those kinds of things are going to just make the flatness worse. It's going to intensify it. What you want to do is you want to pamper yourself. Think of how you would feed a newborn child or a small toddler. You would give them fruits. You would give them vegetables. You would play with them. You would remind them that they're significant, that you see them. Do that for your body. Do something nice for someone else. I'm saying this, it's so important, because you're going to focus on someone else's needs. You're going to take all that concentration off your own feeling of just feeling flat. When you put that on another person, it sparks something within you that, yes, you are a considerate person. Yes, you are a good person. And that many times opens doors too, so that you're not flat. Now you're letting in some good feelings, because whatever's going on is usually hidden deep, but it takes precedence over the good parts of you. So you need to tap into those good parts so you can start accepting more of the stuff that's been occluded in the back. Talk to a good friend. Think of how when you talk to a good friend, you kind of breathe. It's like, you know that person loves you, and you know no matter what you say, they're going to give you feedback in a loving way. You know that they're on your side. And that support is enough many times to help us open up, to breathe, to share our vulnerabilities, our weaknesses. And that's exactly what we need to do. We need to trust those in our environment, those closest to us, to help us as we unload this stuff, not criticize or attack ourselves, but rather to treat us gentle with affirmations and remind us of who we are. Next, it's important that you kind of shock your emotions And what do I mean by that? Think of a defibrillator. When you're doing a flatliner, it jolts you and it gets everything going. What I want you to do is focus on something you've done, or think of a surprise or anything you can that will help jolt all feelings. Sometimes it's just going out into the woods and seeing something beautiful that will kind of electrify your mind, or watching a comedy or a tearjerker on TV. A tearjerker will oftentimes be significant enough, a sad story, to jolt the process, start you crying, and then from there, you can unwind some of that string that's tangled so deep, keeping you at a flat line. I think what's so important is that you also take a really good reflective look at yourself. And when you start allowing, like you say, I'm going to give you space, you talk to yourself, I'm going to give you space to explore this, and I'm going to just run in to a short little description of what going deeper would be for you. I think this is going to help you phenomenally. And if your partner struggles with this, make sure you share it with them too. Take a deep breath, first of all, filling up your throat, your lungs, and your body, and slowly breathe out. Now close your eyes and let your exhale pay attention to your gut area. So as you exhale, where is my gut? Is it letting go? And am I able to relax here? Notice a physical sensation in like light, heavy, warm, tight, whatever that gut is telling you. Just make note of it. Don't focus on it, just make note of it. What is a word that describes the space you're at right now? One word, as you let that tummy go, that gut feeling. Say the word out loud. And whatever other word, so maybe it would be tight, 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 unraveling, unraveling. Whatever it is, it's going to help you let go of it further and stay with the experience as long as you can. Many times we do this on our lunch hour, we have 5 minutes, but whatever it is, as you do that and allow that space, you're going to find that whatever the feeling is, you're going to let go of it. Many times these deep feelings underneath, we're afraid of. Something happened we were shamed about or embarrassed about, and we're afraid. But you can do this. You can let it go, restoring your emotions, because emotional flatline usually continues further into emotional numbness, and you, in this precious life, you don't have time for that.